You've been called the grandfather of zombies. I mean, which I think is just the coolest title in the world. I don't know how you feel about it.
That's right, except for the grandfather part.
Well, I mean, when this all started, you did, Night of the Living Dead. I mean, did you ever imagine you'd end up doing so many films on zombies?
Never.
Never.
Never. I mean, we had no idea. We made the film. I thought of it as a one-off.
Right.
It took me 10 years. For 10 years, I avoided doing another one. I had immediately after Night of the Living Dead became Night of the Living Dead, which took a while, actually. I had lots of calls saying, well, can you make another one? And I said, nah, nix, I don't want to be buttonholed.
Right.
I don't want to be, like that. And what happened was that everybody that was talking about Night of the Living Dead was talking about it because of its politics,
right.
Largely because of the African-American lead and, the anger of the 60s, 68. And I said, I got to have some kind of a political idea. And I socially knew the people that were developing a shopping mall,
right.
The first big shopping mall that we ever saw, any of us ever saw, near Pittsburgh, indoor. And I went out to visit, and the trucks were just bringing in everything that anyone could ever want. And it was the first time we had seen anything like this, and I said, this is the idea. I'll have people, instead of in a farmhouse, they'll hole up in this mall. And that was it. And that was the first sort of overtly, really, that was the first time that politics came first.
Right.
I said, oh, here's a great political idea. I'll build zombies in around it somehow. And I did Dawn of the Dead. And then every time after that, the political idea always came first.
Right.
And that was it. That was how it all started. I've made a couple of films in between, but they haven't, made a lot of dough. And so none of them have mattered that much. Actually, it's not true. I had one number one movie called Creepshow.
Right.
It made number one on the Variety chart. But other than that, Zombies Are Us.
Wow, Crazies though, I have to say.
Oh, Crazies!
Oh my God.
Yeah, but Crazies didn't make a nickel.
Well, it's very much appreciated though. I must
All
say.
right, thank you. That's good. I'm glad. I thought you're the 10th guy that has seen it.
Well, I mean, so then this is taking you so far. What did you think when someone came to you and said, "We're going to turn it into a play, a stage production"? What was the first thing that crossed your mind?
First of all, I was grateful because they came to us. I mean, Night of the Living Dead is widely known to be basically, and we lost the copyright. It's in
right.
public domain. They didn't need to come to us. They did come to us out of, some sort of politeness, and I thought that was wonderful. They're Torontonians. I'm now a Torontonian. And I said, hey, let's go along with this. And loved the idea that they were going to, freak it out a little bit and not just do Night of the Living Dead on stage.
Right.
And that was it. It seemed like it was going to be something more like Shaun of the Dead. And in fact, it is more like Shaun of the Dead.
Well, the idea that it's in black and white on stage too, it feels very true. The few glimpses I've seen feels true to your idea.
Yeah. Well, yes. I have to confess that had we had the money to shoot in color, I might have been tempted to shoot in color. But I'm so glad that we didn't.
I think we're glad too. What would you say in terms of the whole production was your favorite element that they captured from your film, or just that they got that you loved?
I think yes. Basically, that's it. That they actually stuck to the canon.
Right.
They dug what we were originally trying to do. They got it, and they stuck with that. Even though they were camping on it. That's an old phrase, but they were doing a second city with it. But you know, that's great. That means, you know, that's like Mad Magazine. When Mad Magazine does your movie, you know, they liked it. So
I guess the only last thing I want to know is, I mean, is there some pet project that you still have that you wish you could get out there and get making here in Toronto or elsewhere? Or?
no, here in Toronto, no, maybe
No.
South Africa.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. No, but the thing I've always wanted to do since I first started to want to make movies was Tarzan of the Apes.
Wow.
But you know, they keep redoing it on TV and blah 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 with all these pretty boys. You know,
Right.
forget about it. So I don't think I'll ever get to do it. But yes, that is my pet project. However, that's not what I'm working on. I'm also gagged ordered on what I'm working on right now. So I can't quite say, but I'm still working, still writing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, thank you.